Hello and welcome, this is Rooflemonger. So Johnny Cage has made his very recent debut in Mortal Kombat 11. Looks fantastic, by the way, I love it. And there has also been a Kombat cast recently showcasing the character. So in this video we're just going to break down some of the stuff that we have now learned. So first up here, before anything else, Johnny Cage, and this is kind of a running theme, which I'm a very big fan of here, is very much meant to be like kind of a mid-range neutral style character, very much based off footsies. So as you're seeing right now on the screen, his fireball is not the arcing fireball you might be used to. So this is going back to the Mortal Kombat 1 style fireball where it's very straight across, or if you use Stunt Double and MKX. So the fireball will be very straight across. There is the arcing fireball, and we'll show that in a little bit here. But the base variation here, without any fanciness, is the straight across fireball. Shadow Kick is, of course, in the game, just like you'd expect. So nothing different there. It's obviously a classic move. And speaking of classics, yes, the Nut Punch is still in the game, and you can enhance the move for a small combo afterwards. If you do not enhance the move will leave them standing in front of your face, so it's effectively a restand. And if you know anything about your Mortal Kombat history, restands are really strong, so having that in the roster is going to be definitely a big feather in his cap. He also has the Flip Kick here, as you can see. So there will be the Shadow Uppercut, like from Mortal Kombat 2. That is a variation-specific move. The base variation move will be the Flip Kick. Now, less so on the special moves, but just on his normals here. So Johnny's always been very famous for what we call the forward 3. He's always had a very great, like, far-reaching advancing normals that he can confirm in combos, and in this game will be no exception. So his forward 3 is a very kind of a large step kick here, and it turns into a very hit confirmable combo. So if you're not familiar with the term hit confirm, if you see it hit, you can go into your full combo, and if you see it get blocked, then you can kind of pull back and not do anything too crazy. So with stuff like this here, he has multiple other strings besides this as well. He has a lot of low hitting stuff. It's a lot of good button pressure from neutral. That is kind of the essence of the Johnny Cage game plan. They have stated, for this reason, Johnny Cage is going to be a very beginner friendly character, as you don't need to know a lot of hyper advanced stuff to get going. And of course, with neutral heavy gameplay, it's easy, quote unquote. But a strong neutral is the hardest thing to have good in a fighting game, and great neutral is what kind of really shows what a good player is from a great player, even, right? So easy enough to understand, but mastering this kind of stuff is definitely the key to upper levels of play. Also showcased here is a low string starter. And this one, multiple hits, also is hit confirmable. So if you see it hit, easy enough to go into a full combo. Either you can go with the string end or follow-up, or as you saw there, a Nut Punch. So once again, just showing Johnny Cage, once again, that's an advancing low as well, right? So showing Johnny's kind of dominance in neutral. Also from the trailer, if you recall, he does have his parry. So he'll do his ninja mime stance. He's inside the invisible box, and if you hit him at any point with anything other than a low attack, he will counterattack you, and this is meter burnable for more damage as well. So at the top of the video, we did mention here how the fireball is not the classic one, it's kind of the straight one. But in specific variations, hey, there we go. So it is a classic arcing fireball, great from full screen. Incredible recovery, by the way. Very difficult to get around from full screen. As you see there, if you are willing to burn some meter, you can get the double fireball added. It's kind of worse than it's ever been up close, honestly. But I think they're just doubling down on the fact they want this to be very much a mid to full screen kind of thing. As the arc is annoying as always. If you are not familiar with dealing with this stuff, trust me when I say Johnny Cage got some annoying fireballs to deal with. And yeah, once again, that recovery is very fast. And as we see there, that is the Shadow Uppercut. So the Shadow Uppercut is replacing the flip kick, the cartwheel kick, in variation specific stuff. And as you see here, very vertical. Unsure if there's really any invincibility. Invincibility is not really a Mortal Kombat style thing. They usually do armor. But whenever you see an uppercut, that's always what your brain goes to. Also has a follow-up right there, perfect timing. If you meter burn it, you can get the meter burn to come out on whiff, and it will do a follow-up regardless if it hit or not, and that can still connect. So if you whiff the move, you can do your meter burn and hope to connect on the way down. Now, a very fun variation-specific stuff is the Stunt Doubles. So this is actually very similar to one of the variations that the Alien had in Mortal Kombat X. So you see here, you can summon multiple Stunt Doubles. That's a meter burn version, big old clothesline. So there's multiple kinds here. They can come across the screen, just a big old clothesline, big old tackle. They can come from behind. They can come from above as well. And I don't know if that's a true overhead or not. And there's also a grapple version. So the grapple version will hold the enemy in place, as you can see there, and that's kind of crazy. So even if you get hit out of the summon, it was stated, the grapple version will hold the enemy in place even if you manage to get hit, so you may be able to convert into some damage. So that is really, really cool. Another fantastic feature unique to Johnny Cage is the Fatal Blow, the low health super, kind of like, Street Fighter Ultra stuff. So he can hold his as well, and as you saw right there, he can cancel it. So he can go right into it and dash cancel out of it and go into a combo. Now, if you're familiar with how Mortal Kombat X Johnny Cage worked, dash canceling stuff is very key to the gameplay. So that gameplay does exist in some form. You'll probably only really be able to get one dash cancel out of it. At least that's my assumption. I guess I don't know for sure. But still, that is really, really cool. So if your execution is on point, you are able to pull out some dash cancel combos with Johnny Cage. And basically, and once again, this is another running theme with Johnny Cage, especially from MKX. He is much more deadly when his back's against the wall. When he's low health, then he'll have new options, and that will persist in Mortal Kombat 11.
Your bones, Cage.
Watch out, she's a man-eater.
So yeah, that's kind of the summation of what we've now known about Johnny Cage. Some other stuff there, he has the Brass Knucks power-up similar to Fisticuffs in MKX, and that'll do increased chip damage. We now learned that all EX moves are basically enhanced moves, whatever you want to call them. They all had unique commands. Now it's just universal. You do the move and hit the interact button, so honestly, I'm a big fan of that. There will be a stress test beta before the big beta. That will be on March 14th, 15th, if I remember correctly. MortalKombat.com/beta. US residents only, which I'm, as a Canadian citizen, not too happy about. But it is what it is, I guess. But anyways, yeah, Johnny looks great. Whatever you think Johnny Cage is, this is definitely gotta be one of the best versions of Johnny Cage. Fun-loving guy. He's always smiling, doing silly stuff. Like, look at this, right? Here's the Oscar, and he's just gonna beat you down with it, right? That's pretty cool stuff, right? So Johnny looks fantastic. As a fan of, mid-range neutral heavy play, I like the way he's being showcased as the way he plays as. And hey, he just looks really, really cool. So we're done the video now. I'll let the rest of the match play out, just so we're not going to cut it short there. But thank you very much for watching. I hope this video has found you well. Go out and play some Mortal Kombat.
Now that cactus is in play.
Is that me and Derek playing, or was it? Oh! Ooh!
I'm gonna do it again though. Nope. Well, we'll pretend that was a fake out.
Oh.
Man.
You gotta stop that, Aaron Davis.
No, keep doing it.
Well, if anything, it's gonna. I mean, Steve's waiting for it, so maybe you can use that.
Too late on that.
No. All right, man. Let's head into this. Let's go.
That was not great. You can see Dizzy kind of walking back and forth, looking for that space, looking for his time.
Now, for Johnny Cage, though, in this match, Scarlet, her blood weapons kind of outrage him. So Aaron's key game plan here is kind of in my favor, and he's really got to look for me to make mistakes, which I did, and now I've lost half my life.
But
I took a huge risk, and that did not pay off at all.
Escape out. Oh, it's not over though. Ooh. Oh, another throw.
Ah! Hits him with a dizzy knee.
Yep. I like his victory a lot, so I'm sorry for everyone who wants to see the fatality, but this is awesome.